Hey everyone, so today's video is going to be for anybody who uses an LG TV that has a Magic Remote. So for those who don't know, if you have a remote that looks like this is referred to as the Magic Remote, and the reason for that is obviously it has the pointer in order to navigate the system and make life a bit easier. Now the remote itself is quite good. I do prefer this to a lot of other remotes that I've had with other TVs, as well as smart boxes and media boxes. However, it does have one major downside, and that is the surface on the rear of this. So I don't know, yeah, you should just be able to pick up there the fact that just there, this, even though this is a relatively new TV and I generally tend to take care of all my stuff, it's already got quite a few scratches on it. Now the scratches aside, it's not actually very useful with in terms of holding the remote, placing it down on your sofa, your settee, your armrest, wherever you're placing it. Even for me, just placing it down on this surface, as most of you would have seen in my videos, my media console stretches the whole way, and I usually just have my two remotes, my Apple TV remote and the LG remote, either placed on top of here, which I do nowadays, or I used to actually just place in the shelf just below where my PlayStation is located. Now when I place this down, I like everything to be straight and neat and tidy, and as soon as you put this down, it'll basically just move around because this back surface is so slippery. And obviously similarly, again, you sit down to watch a movie or something, you put it down next to you and it ends up slipping down and getting stuck behind the cushions or something like that. So a very good remote, but ergonomically and in terms of design, this back surface, having it this glossy, this shiny, and also the type of material as well, it's a very thin and almost cheap plastic that they've actually made the back out of. The front is a little bit different. The front has more of a kind of a groove to it. It's probably just a coating, a PVC coating that they've applied over the top of it, but it has a little bit of a texture. So when it comes to getting your buttons and everything, obviously they've got their identifiers there and everything like that. However, obviously the back of it isn't great. So the solution for that is obviously very simple. You put a case on it. And this is the case that I actually ordered. What I've done is I've added a link for this as well as a few other useful ones down in the description below. But as you can see, what it'll do is very simple installation. You just push that down and then pull it over the top. What I'll just do it off camera because I'll end up knocking the camera over otherwise. And what happens, just get rid of that, that's actually from pressing that top button. So what happens is all the buttons that you need are still exposed. What it'll do is once you line it up properly, your top IR blaster, if I can get that in focus, is still perfectly good as you'll see. So I can still use that, I can still press all the buttons, everything still works. However, what this does do is, as you can probably tell from the texture on this, it's very grippy, and what happens is when you actually place it down, it will stay wherever you want it to. And obviously the benefit of this is you can finally actually do that thing where you can put it stood up and it will actually stay there, as you can see from the little clip here. Now there's various different colors, and there's also probably a few different types that you can actually get in these. Now from my experience and having used these kind of products on other devices, this kind of one where you've got more of a chunky kind of bottom end to there, and you have these kind of studs, so it'll actually stay in place without slipping about. And obviously the material on this, over time it'll probably wear down eventually, but it's not as though this is a thin material. This is there's plenty of groove in there, so this will probably last you a good few years before that wears down. The product itself, you can find it at varying prices on the internet depending on whether you want it quicker or you're happy to wait for it. What I've done is I've added some Amazon links down below for this. What I've also done is added a link for the Apple TV ones, and this is the ones that I actually get for the Apple TV, and the reason for that is both of these kind of bumps actually make it perfect for using the Apple TV remote as well. Same thing with this, I've added a link down below. Yeah, it's really simple thing. Doesn't obstruct any of the buttons in any way. If anything, it makes it easier to use because it is really grippy now. So yeah, obviously if you are looking to purchase, then please do use the affiliate links down below. It won't cost you anything extra, but it will send a little contribution towards the channel, so it'll help the channel out. As always, if you haven't already done so, please subscribe to the channel. 90% of my viewers at the moment aren't actually subscribed to the channel, so please do if you're enjoying these videos. If you did enjoy it, obviously hit the thumbs up and also share with friends and family as well. And for anybody out there that's interested, I'm not forcing anybody. I do have a Patreon link down below as well. So obviously if you are willing to sign up, I don't have any set tiers or anything set up at the moment. Any contributions are welcome, so whatever you can give, obviously. Same thing again, just put that in the link is in the description below. As always, thanks for watching.